So, to me, living in these United States of America, okay, um, when I encounter people like at this United Center, when there's a guy sitting out here and he's asking me if I'm registered to vote, and I told him yes, in Florida. And when I tried voting in Florida, they literally denied my vote because apparently, maybe because of the way it looked, they assumed I knew what I wanted to vote for, and so my vote kind of got sabotaged. And so when I told him I know how the system works, he's like, well, tell me how the system works. I'm like, you should know by now. Take a look around. Take a look around. Look how people are. Like, it's not hard. Like, when people are older than me and they're stupid or they're asleep, by now you should know, bitch, how this system works. Like, don't be stupid. Don't play stupid, okay? Don't play stupid. We can all pretend like we've been pretending our whole life. Let's just keep pretending, okay? Don't act like I don't know. Because if you're not in the know and you're older than me, we got a problem here, okay? We have a big problem here. How is it someone who's only been here not even about more or less 20, 30 years knows more about what the fuck is going on in this freaking country and you don't? Okay? You're supposed to be setting the example for me. I'm supposed to be looking up to you. You're not supposed to be looking up to me. It's like, literally, life has turned over, literally, flipped over. It's like, well, okay. Like, I'm so, like, done with people. I'm, like, done. Like, don't sit out here asking me if I can vote. And, you're having me, like, play the act like I don't, like I'm supposed to not know, Like, I have even certain older gays that know already, okay? And we have these full conversations, and it's at least if they're not, all there, at least the majority in here, they know what's going on. It makes the conversation more riveting. It makes it very exciting. It makes it very fun, too, When you're in the know and you're talking to other people who are in the know as well, because it makes the world more interesting. It makes you feel like you're not the only one, okay? Now, when you're living your life and you're having people that you're surrounded with just dumb, and they just go with whatever and just follow whatever, it's like you're not fun. You're not making this life any better, and you're just, well, following what everyone else says, and you've been brainwashed like me since I was a child to now, you know. And not anymore now. I mean, I'm awake, so once you're awake, you can't go back. You can't go to sleep. It's like, it's not something you can just go, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Bye, everybody. But, like, it doesn't work like that, okay? So I'm not blaming the older generation, but I just don't get that the older generation who's lived through the same thing we're living through now, like, maybe they've just, I don't know. Like, this guy was at least in his 40s and 50s, and I'm, like, in my late 20s, so it's like, come on, man, you've had a longer life than I have. Like, you don't know what's going on. You're not in the know. Come on, Like, either you're stupid or just, like, you really have been brainwashed to where you really don't know what's going on. I mean, sometimes they can do a really good job at certain people. But for me, you got to try a little harder now. You really are. Like, it's ridiculous. It really is, this place. Like, I don't know how people even put up with any of this. Like, you try to keep your composure, you try to be a good person. Hey, I have my manners still. I still have my mannerisms, okay? But that's the best I can do, okay? Now, I'm not going to pretend like I don't know what's going on, because it doesn't work like that in a human being, It's like animal instincts, When you're on the hunt, when you're on the prowl, when you're awake, It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I guess people have just gotten so used to the same thing to where they're like, I guess, okay with just being abused and being used and just the same thing, I guess we just love it as much as the people who are doing it to us, right? I mean, it's really cute when, like, when you see like people getting arrested on the street and whatnot, I'm like, you're literally just hurting yourself. You know that, right? The people who you're arresting and people who you're punishing, you're literally punishing yourself. I hope you know that. And I hope you're watching too. I hope you know you're punishing yourself. Because in a sense, we're all, in a sense, kind of the same. We're all going through the same thing. We're all living through the same thing. You may not have the same job as me, but you definitely are around the same kind of people I am. And you can't deny that, can you?